Okay. Camp has been going really well. The defense has really been flying around and playing a lot faster than we have in previous years. Uh, we have depth in every area, and it just for the first time I'm starting to see the curve, the change, the difference in the pace of speed and the knowledge of the game to where we have 11 guys flying and attacking the ball.
All right, we'll go Frank and then Evan.
Hey, JJ, I know you've been here for a while and you've picked up a lot of things, but how has Coach Hankins helped develop your game in this time that he's been here?
He has shrink my vision. When I say shrink my vision, I mean that in a good way. He has helped me control my eyes and put them all in the right spots to where I am way faster in attacking the ball than I was last year, where I'm having to sit back because I didn't have good eyes. And I'm a step late to a play, where now I'm a step ahead. So in that aspect, he has see a little, see a lot.
And then how do you take some of the things that you've picked up and you learn and kind of instill that into the younger guys up under you?
Coming in every day and doing it. The biggest thing with younger guys, and I know for me, is they have to see it. Like you can sit in the room and you can tell them all this, and you can tell them which way to go, you can tell them where their eyes have to be, but they have to see you doing it. Like they have to see you doing it, they have to see the fruit in you doing it, and just basically just developing a relationship with younger guys. I never wanted to be where older guys walk in the room and the younger guy feels like he has no say. Like he still has voice, and we want to help him just because he's the most important key. Because you're only as strong as your weakest link.
Thank you, JJ.
Evan and then Terry.
JJ, good seeing you again, first of all. I remember in the spring you mentioned when you came back, faith was something that was very important to you and motivated you to kind of want to come back. First of all, kind of what changed in that regard, and just kind of how has that been motivating you being back here in Memphis for this last year?
To be honest, my junior and senior year, my mindset here at Memphis, I was just a body walking around. To be honest, I had no drive, I had no purpose. I wasn't as happy as I know I should have been, and I was looking for anywhere where I can get some life in myself. And thanks to my wife, she's very strong in her faith, and she constantly pulled me closer. And just watching her walk in the way she's supposed to walk with God, it motivated me to change. And once I changed and started to see and kind of figure out my purpose and the joy that Jesus gave me, it was like I gotta spread this joy to my team, because football is, at the end of the day, football is just a game. But the real test is life. Like, who am I to be a senior leader on this team if when guys leave here, I didn't impact their lives? I'm surrounded by all these guys 24/7. So it became bigger than football to me. It became I'm here now trying to change people's lives and develop their life with Jesus.
And kind of going back to that junior senior year, kind of just like what was that like just being on the field? Was it difficult to kind of play kind of with that mindset? And do you notice a difference now in your play because you have that purpose?
Definitely. It's a big difference. I mean, we talking about on game day, and I'm hyping myself up. I'm not even in it. I'm leading guys, and a lot of this is just me just doing this for them. Like I'm getting no joy out of it. I'm being the leader at this point. I'm just leading guys, getting them going. And at the same time, I'm trying to get myself going. So it definitely, and it impacted my game a little bit.
And you feel like this year definitely there's a different mindset now with you being out there with that purpose.
Yes, definitely, because it ain't nothing that can hit me right now that's gonna slow me down, because I realize that Jesus is here to carry that weight.
What's up, JJ? How you doing, my brother?
How you doing?
Doing well. What do you think is the biggest perception of the University of Memphis when you first stepped on the campus to today? And also, what are your personal expectations for yourself this season?
By perception, do you mean from other people, from people outside of the University of Memphis?
That's correct. That's correct.
Um, my just being here, honestly, like University of Memphis is not respected around the world. Like even in our conference, like even with the accomplishments that we have, we still aren't considered the big dog coming in the season every year. Like it's always a surprise when we win. Like that's what I take from people. Like it, and in order to get it from not being a surprise, we got to step in. We got to choke people out. Like the time for letting these teams just slide and linger through the fourth quarter and all that's stopped. Like that's done. Like in order to get respect, we got to really show it. Like and when people see Memphis on their schedule, like some fish are going in hard because we coming. And my expectation for this season, just stat wise, I mean, I won 100 tackles. I haven't had 100 tackles since I've been here. I won at least 14 to 15 TFLs and three interceptions.
All right, last one from Mark.
Yeah, hey JJ, I'm curious I was talking to Coach Silverfield earlier this week about the guys who were able to come back because of the new policy due to COVID. What was that process like? Was it you approaching Coach Silverfield and the program saying, I want to come back? Was it them approaching you? How did that all play out?
That was, I don't want to say sticky, but it was to a point where one, like the realization that I was done. Like this year is over. Like what do I do now? And I didn't have an answer. And that really, I would say upsetted me because I've been here, 4 years, and I didn't set myself up to when football was over. So when it came, like I was lost. I didn't know what to do. And to be honest, none of the coaches really pressured me to come back, or it wasn't me going to the office. It was more so me just clearing my head, like taking a step back, seeing what's my best option here, like what's going to benefit me the most. And I talked to some scouts, and the best thing for me was to come back. So I called. Actually, I was exercising. I was riding my bike back home, and I stopped and I called Coach Silverfield, and then I let him know, hey, if you're willing to take me back, I'm ready to come back. And he was excited. He came back in, and it was up from there.
You guys who came back, a lot of them are on defense, but I think Sean Dykes also. What do you think that has added to this team that maybe you didn't have previous years, because you don't have, this is just a different dynamic, having guys who were seniors a year ago and now they're, I don't know if you want to call yourself super seniors or 50-year guys, whatever it is. What do you think? What is that dynamic added to the locker room?
Mindset, and pure leadership. Like coming back, like I've seen, being here 5 years, like I've got to spend to be under guys that were older than me. So I understand the mindset of a younger guy looking up to an older guy, and then being put in the shoes of an older guy. My last years in college, I got to experience like what that is. And now coming back, like I won't say I have all the answers, but I have majority of the answers, and knowing when to say something, knowing when not to say something, knowing when I can look out and I can see, okay, the defense is in the lower right now. Okay, I got to get these guys going. I got to go. And being able to just have the respect from other guys that'll listen to you. Like it's not just just talking. Like having guys that actually look up and respect you. And also it's pressure in that, because every day I don't walk in here and I feel great about being here. Like it's some days like I'm tired. Like I'm tired just like the rest of these guys. But I have to continue to choose a team over me. Like I gotta keep and guys seeing that it's developing other leaders around you. Because like I said, if I'm just here and I'm not impacting other guys, then what am I doing? And I'm pretty sure it's the same mindset with the other guys as well.
feels like it's the one silver lining of having to go through that COVID year that you get it every year, right?
Right.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.